From the first welcome email to onboarding, orientation, performance reviews, transfers, whatever you're working on, when you're working with people, communication is everything. And that means a good people person sends a lot of emails. Oftentimes, those emails, at least the first in the thread of communication, start off with templated copy. So to send it, you've got to track down the file where it's saved, copy and paste, and then fill in the blanks, which is annoying and error-prone. So let's see how, instead of doing that manually, we can create an automated email template to do that as a task in our Sora workflow. So right from the workflow management page, we're just going to add a task, give it a name, and then select automated email. There are two different types of emails that you can send in Sora, a rich text email and an HTML email. A rich text email looks like what happens when I open up Gmail and just compose a message and hit send. And an HTML email has a structure and styling like you would see from maybe an email newsletter. Let's look at the rich text email first. Okay, so first let's give it a subject. We could just make it welcome to the team, and that works, but let's say that we want to personalize it. We can reference any variable from the employee's profile by using double curly brackets. When you type the opening brackets, Sora will show you the fields that are available to you. Here, I want to use their first name. Now we'll just paste in the copy from our welcome email. Note that we have access to rich text formatting, so you can do all of the things that you do in your email client, like bolding text, centering it, making bullets, whatever you need to do to format your email to make it accessible to the reader. And just like we referenced variables in the subject line, we can reference variables from the employee's profile in the email body as well. Next, if we want, we can personalize the sender, so I can make it look like it came directly from me by putting my name here. And then we select the email recipients. For this email, I just want it to be sent to the employee, but in other instances, maybe I want to send it to the manager or an IT representative, or even their onboarding buddy. You can send it to any person or any relationship. Finally, we want to set the trigger to let Sora know when this email should be sent. We can set the trigger based on a date in the employee's profile, like 7 days before start date, or based on another task, like as soon as the employee is added to the HRIS. We'll set this to go out 7 days before start date, and set it to send at 10 a.m. And then the last thing we can do is set a filter. This is particularly useful when you need to make a task for only a specific group of employees, or maybe different tasks for different types of employees. Now it's all set, we just click create, and the automated email task is in our workflow. So that's the rich text email. But what about the HTML email? We create an email just like we did before, but when we get to the email body, flip the drag and drop email editor switch and open up the editor. From here, you can either use block structure, or you can start adding columns to lay out the email. Then add contents to the structure. You can just drag and drop from the side menu to add images, text, button, or even a video. Then use the Appearance tab to style the content of your email, adding colors, giving padding, or selecting fonts. And at any time, you can flip the Code Edit Mode switch to see the HTML that you are building in the drag and drop editor. This is particularly helpful if you already have an email built somewhere else and you just want to copy and paste it into Sora. Then save the email template here in the editor, and we'll be taken back to the task. We're going to complete the rest of the information just like we did in the rich text email, click create, and the automated HTML email is in our workflow. That's how you create automated emails in Sora.